So here I am back in her.ie Towers 2 weeks after my vampire facelift. If it was good enough for Kim Kate, I figured it was probably good enough for me. But I will say I was quite nervous going in. That was the beauty of visiting the Auto Clinic. Ita couldn't have been any nicer to me. And the consultation really made me feel like it didn't matter whether I decided to go for it or not. I was getting a proper talk through of what my skin looked like, what it needed, and how I could benefit from having the procedure done. The procedure itself was a little bit painful. There's no point lying about it. It was a little bit uncomfortable. I suppose you have to expect that going in. There is injections into your skin. However, I was prepared for something a lot more painful, and it was over in minutes once it had actually begun. After the procedure, I could see that I had considerable swelling around my eyes, and my lips kind of looked like I'd gotten a little bit of fillers in there. So it was a case of big shades and a nice big scarf, and walked around Limerick for an hour afterwards looking like a celebrity who was trying really hard not to be noticed and failing miserably. Within one day, all of that swelling had pretty much gone. I had a tiny little bruise under my right eye, and I had been warned ahead of time that if I was at all prone to bruising, that I might have a little bit. It was very easily covered by makeup, and it was gone within a couple of days. It says that about 3 months are necessary to see the full effects of having the treatment done. It's only 2 weeks later now, and I can already tell that there are some benefits to it. My skin definitely looks brighter and feels better, and I've had people actually comment on my skin and how well it looks at the minute. There's parts of my skin where I'm generally quite prone to blemishes, and I've noticed far less so in the 2 weeks since, and I'm really looking forward to visiting the Auto Clinic again in a couple of weeks just to see the before and after pictures that Ita has kindly offered to send on to me, and it's part of the service for every client. You're in very, very safe hands in the Auto Clinic, and I would not hesitate to recommend Ita to anyone who's interested in getting it done. The thing I learned from visiting is get your consultation. You're not going to be under any pressure either way to actually decide whether you want to have the treatment done or not, but you'll learn an awful lot more about your skin, how you could benefit from it, and then it puts you in a position apart to decide whether this is really the treatment for you or not. The other good news is 2 weeks later, and I have not turned into a vampire myself yet.